we already have the CMC bridle with the blue straps and the red straps. Originally, the blue straps would be lengthened out and tied into the delta. And there was a blue section of rope that hung down for the litter attendant's main point of contact. Now, you either needed a pencil ID so that you could descend on it and then ascend back up with a hand descender and a foot loop, or you could have 2 rope grabs where you can ease out on them and lower yourself down, and then you could also haul yourself back up. The rope grabs we no longer have, and that's just a horrible option. It's really labor intensive. So the best solution for that is to use the Aztec kit, where it cuts your weight into a quarter of the weight, where it's really easy to have control over the rope, bump down on the prusik, and lower yourself down as far as you need to so that you can navigate past obstacles. And you can also haul yourself back up on the tail end line, raising yourself back up, positioning yourself above or below the litter with ease. So I've also introduced an Aztec on the tail end of the litter. So you basically choke these straps down as tight as you possibly can so that you have minimal amount of gain between the litter and the yoke. For normal travel, you would tie off your Aztec, but when it's time to adjust the length of your litter, whether you want it sucked up for horizontal or flagged out for vertical, you simply undo these half hitches. You want to pin the orange prusik so that it's always close to the yoke and easy to manipulate. So you ease up the tension, you bump that prusik down, and then you can flag the litter to a vertical configuration. Flag that down, and you can go completely vertical. It's hitting the ground, otherwise we can make it perfectly straight up and down. To get through a small opening, you can straddle the litter, suck this in and bring it in nice and tight to get through the litter, to get through the opening. If the opening is extremely small, you can take yourself, lower yourself on your Aztec, and go through the opening below the litter. You can extend this out to 12 feet. You can get yourself down below the litter, and you can just hang on to the top of it while it gets pulled up through the opening, and then you can haul yourself back up with ease, making yourself only a quarter of your total weight by hauling up on the tail end of your Aztec. So now we have the ability to bring a litter completely vertical, or to raise it up back to horizontal with ease. So we simply dog it off with a slip half hitch and another half hitch, and now that is backed up with the prusik and the dogging it off. So our litter attendant, his secondary point of contact is the tail end of the main or belay, clips that in to his harness on his sternal D-ring, and then the patient also has a secondary point of contact. So he's tied into the litter, and then you take the tail end of the main or belay, clip that into his sternal D-ring, and you use the prusik to adjust and take all the tension or all the slack out of the rope. So we have no slack in the rope and it's nice and tight. If you need to lower yourself down, you can bump the prusik down. You need to raise yourself back up, take all that slack back out, and everything's nice and tight. If you need to adjust the litter for them to throw up, you can easily lower one side, suck that in, they can throw up over the side, and you can get them back up into a flat configuration. So that is a modified Arizona Tri-Bridle using our CMC bridle straps, introducing an Aztec for flagging the litter, vertical to horizontal, and using our other Aztec as the rescuer tether.